What's up? How we doing? Anthony, the first man to say what's up. Welcome. All right. Salute. What's up? Resurrection, you're back up in this piece. For welcome. Welcome. GM, what do you think about the samples news? Um, I think you need to enlighten me. What the hell are you talking about? What samples news? What exactly are we talking about here? How come I feel like I don't look as crisp today? Let's check this camera. Yeah, what samples news? Oh, the white balance. No, that makes it look worse. That always makes it look worse. Yeah, fuck it. Oh shit. The Mexican G in the house. Snapshot like within the man. Ryan Samples came back with Ostrin. Isn't that old news? What you talking about? I think he means Ryan supplements came back contaminated. Yeah, but which is if this was an accident, I've been saying this from the beginning. You guys know you're in here every night. If it was an accident, that's what did it. But who's to say? I'm being fair here. This is how you guys know that I'm right down the middle. I'm just going by what I feel. Who's to say Ryan didn't fabricate? You know what I'm saying? You hand a judge $10,000 or judge, excuse me. You hand a doctor $10,000 or a lab 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, and say, "Give me a piece of paper that says there's Ostrin in this." They'll do it. And Ryan is obviously we can't put that by him. So that's what I think about that. Who tested the sample? And even the sample. How do you know that Ryan didn't have somebody take a bunch of pills, open them up, put a Ostrin inside the gel cap of the supplement that's already in there, close it up, and hand the people the bottle? I mean, you know how easy it is to fake this stuff? So that's where I'm going with that. What do you guys think of that? Dwayne. What up, Dwayne? Dwayne, they call you. You have a nickname in the boxing gym? They call you anything? How's everybody doing? What's up, Hoops? Army Mizzle. How do we know Victor Conte didn't have them spiked? We don't know anything. Marco, this is not a movie. Shit. You think that's a movie? Do you know? Let me tell you something. I'm from New York City, right? I grew up in the hood. I grew up poor. I grew up. One thing the hood teaches you is how to get over on people and on things. Weirdly enough, when I went to college, right? I know a lot of people from hood don't go to college, but whatever. I did. I just paid it off too. It took me 25 years to pay it off. When I went to college, the one thing college taught me was how to scam the system. My college I went to when I was on the boxing team, which partially paid for it. Why is it so dark in here? Oh wait, hold on a second, guys. I think this. All right, my bad. Um, One thing I learned from from college was how to get over on the system. When you're in a big school, you figure out it's easier to get over on big things, right? So, you know how easy it is for Ryan to it's not a movie. It's so easy for him if he wants to fabricate contaminated supplements. I mean, that's so easy. He can literally put the shit in the sup. I mean, he has it in his on his person. He has a bottle. Let's say it was ashwagandha. Let's just say, right, that he showed. For argument's sake, those are gel caps. He can take somebody can he has tons of money. Let's say there's 100 gel caps left. Let's say there's 50 gel caps left in there. Somebody opens every single one of those, puts a little Osterin in it, closes it back up, and then puts it back in the bottle. And then Ryan goes and says, "Here's my bottle that I've been taking. The bottle was already open because he's already been taking them. This is what I think might have been it." They analyze it. It's in there. Or he just hands a lab, somebody he knows at a lab, certain amount of money, and he tells the lab, print this out and say that you found Osterin in it. That's how easy it is to fabricate whatever he found. So, you get what I'm saying? Not a movie, just very easy. Not the. That's exactly what it is, my man. Lloyd, how do you know about the Humpty? You look young. My nickname is Baby Hitman, and I don't like it. Because the video you sent me, there's somebody in the comments. They said, that's Slim and so. That's Slim and so fighting. And the other guy was not Slim. Slim had to be you. Because the other guy, the light skinned dude, was they tagged him in the bottom of that video you sent me, and that was definitely him. The other guy wasn't tagged, so it had to be you. And you said it was you in the blue. They said Slim and so. They said they both go to my gym. I don't know what gym that is. He didn't say what gym it is, but he made it seem like your nickname is Slim. What's up, Raphael? I don't know. It's far-fetched to think that he did that to give the supplements over before he popped it. Why is that you think it's far-fetched to think he did that? Why would that be far-fetched? Somebody trying to save his name? That's so easy to do. So easy to do. That'll take somebody 20 minutes. Open it, put a little in, close it. Open it, do it. He could have had 10 pills left in there. It could be 10 because, I used most of them, but here's what's left of the bottle. Test it. You know how quick it would take and how easy it is to put a little of that drug in 10 gel caps and just close them back up and throw them back in the bottle? So easy. And it's even easier to have somebody just print something out on official letterhead saying, "Yep, we found it." So easy. What are you talking about? That's not far-fetched at all. I had perfect amino. I got shocked by this. I'm not shocked at this. I had perfect amino. I don't know what that means. Heard Ryan beat the case. Nah, Lo. I don't think he beat anything. I was just talking about this, how easy it is for somebody to fabricate test results. I don't know did you hear what I just said? Because I could repeat it if you want. I have two nicknames, Baby Hitman and Slim. You're not lying to me, are you, Dwayne? I hope not. Bill swinging at the air somewhere. I don't think so, Lo. He wasn't. I mean, unless there's something I'm unaware of. He's not cleared of charges. The New York Athletic, even if that's true that it was contaminated, he's still getting that 0 back, and it's becoming a no contest because regardless of intent, if it's in your system, it could have helped him. So that can't be a clean victory because he gave supplements to them. He gave it to them. He gave it to them after he gave them supplements after he popped dirty. That's when he gave it to them. Unless I'm wrong. Unless he handed them supplements before. And even if he did that, he could have contaminated them before because let's say he knew he was taking the drug. He goes, "Let me just do this to cover my ass. If it comes up, I'll say it was in this." It's so easy to fabricate. It's not even funny. That's why I keep telling everybody, there's no way we'll ever know if he took it on purpose or not. We'll never know. Unless he admits it. And even then, he's the kind of dude who would just say it to fuck with people and then take it back. Definitely far-fetched. Only Victor Conte has said that fouled up tests out of his... Why is it far-fetched? Well, you guys must not understand the process. Ryan has to present the evidence, Exhibit A, which is a bottle of pills, supplements, to the athletic commission to test. He gives it to them.
So why do you think it's far-fetched for him to contaminate that to spare his name and his reputation? How's that far-fetched at all? This isn't the FBI. They're not raiding them and making every sure everything is on the up and up. This isn't this isn't this is not a government sting operation. This is him handing over whatever he wants to hand over. Did you get that? He hands over the operative word, whatever he wants to hand over. They have to take his word for it. I took this. Okay. Maybe he didn't. Nobody knows. You get what I'm saying? They don't have, this is not a CIA operation. They don't have cameras on him where they know exactly what he's been taking and they tapped his phone lines. It's his word. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. It's his word. Very easy to fabricate. And I'm not saying he did. I'm just saying it's easy to do it. They should have been checked in the initial supplement. He claimed he had took. Yeah, exactly. But, after the positive test comes out, then he goes home, he puts together whatever he wants to put together, and he hands him the bottle. Obviously, he has motive to give him a fake bottle when he's already positive for drug. I mean, to me, it's pretty simple. Perfect Amino was the one supplement that they tested dirty. Oh, that's what's called Perfect Amino. Okay. Okay, let's look that up. Perfect Amino. I bet you, let's see. No, perfect. Damn it. What is it? Perfect Amino. Oh, here it goes. Powder. Even easier. Perfect Amino powder. And that was contaminated? Let's see. I'm going to look in it. Perfect Amino. Here it is. It is Perfect Amino blend. Leucine, Valion, Estrelyne, Lysine, Theanine, tryptophan. L-tryptophan. I know what that is. I don't know what the rest of it is. Okay. So this makes it even easier. Remember, I was just being like, oh, it's a gel cap. Because I know that, like a lot of ashwagandhas and gel caps, it's a powder. They take a fucking scoop of Ostrin, put it in, shake it up, give it to be tested. It's so easy. If that's what he wants to do to hide the fact that he was actually taking the shit on purpose. Or the shit really was contaminated. Because, as I've told you guys, supplements in the United States are not regulated by the FDA or by any governing body. They're not. Supplements are not. Food is. Supplements do not fall in the category of food. And that's a fact. So the other option is, because it's not tested, and this has happened before, things have been contaminated with a whole bunch of shit. Supplements. It could have been real. It could have really been contaminated. Those are the two options. Either we faked it or it's real. We would have to assume he knew he would pop dirty and had the whole. No, we wouldn't. No, we wouldn't. He gave in the supplements after he popped dirty. Right? And if he didn't, then yes, why would it stand to reason that he wouldn't cover his tracks? Like, clearly, he would cover his tracks. I'm doing these drugs. Sometimes they show up in your tests, steroids. They have a long history of that. Sometimes they go undetected. Sometimes they get detected. So you're doing your fail-safe. That's just 101. If you're cheating, that's 101. You got to do what you got to do to cover yourself. Was good, goat. That's not how it worked. They will get a lot off vitamins and check. They'll get the lot number off the vitamins and check the bottles with the same lot number. They won't go just by his bottle. No, that's not true. That's not true at all. They got to go by what he took. Just because what he had doesn't mean everything's contaminated. I disagree with that. That's not true at all. Yeah, if they all have it, that makes it worse. But that doesn't mean that one bottle couldn't have been contaminated. Because if it's an ingredient that shouldn't be in there to begin with, right? If the back of the bottle doesn't say Ostrin, then why do you think that all of it would have to have it in there? It shouldn't be in any of them. So if it pops up in one or two here or there, that makes sense. They will do that next at Floyd Edward. No, he gave them supplements on 19 and 20. The amount he tested positive are not aligned with him taking it intentionally. Well, Raphael, I've heard opposite. I've heard that it doesn't matter and that, so I don't know. You sound like the LDBC guy. I'm not so sure he did it, by the way. I'm just playing devil's advocate. Like it is very possible that he faked it, but it's also possible that it was contaminated, legitimately by whatever company made it. When do you think the fight will be made no contest? Whenever the New York State Athletic Commission has their hearing, they're probably going to have a hearing, get all the evidence, and make a decision right there and then. Or maybe not even. Maybe they have the hearing and then they take a couple days and then they hand down their verdict. I don't know if it's like court where the verdicts come down right there and then after deliberation, or if deliberation is, weeks or days. Damn it, Virgil versus Sue is off. It never got signed. And why'd you say that? Pitbull versus Rayo. Who you got? I got Rayo. Yeah, I got Pitbull. Yep. They have it in tablet form. I've taken it to fast and lost weight while I'm fasting. Okay. I've been in the gym past 3 hours. What did I miss about Ryan being cleared? He's not cleared, from what I understand. Helps maintain muscle mass. No, he gave supplements before he popped. At least that's what's reported. Okay. Well, if that's true, then it makes it less likely that it was contaminated on purpose by Ryan, but it's still a possibility. I mean, easily a possibility. If you're a cheater, you're going to go through just the most obvious measures to try and cover your tracks. And that would be one of them. Have an alibi. You have an alibi. I'm just saying, if it was me, that's what I would do. I'd think, okay, what happens if I get caught? What do I do? Let me say it was the best. It said, oh, I didn't know it was contaminated. That's the number one thing to say. Now you got to prove that. How do you prove it? Well, let me have something that's contaminated to hand over. Real simple. Real simple. What up, Mark? Ashwagandha came in powder form. I don't think it was the ashwagandha, though. I think it was what they're saying, this other shit. No, they check the serial number and trace the supplement and check if the batch is contaminated, Raphael. I agree with that. But they're also going to check what you give them. Because if the batch, you hear what I'm saying? You're right. They're going to check a batch, obviously. But that doesn't mean that a bottle can't be contaminated, right? It doesn't mean that. It makes it less likely if the batch isn't, you're right. But it doesn't mean that the bottle can't be contaminated. Because like I said, the shit could have been tampered with. Maybe it wasn't the company. Maybe it was somebody else. And these are all possibilities. They're unlikely, obviously. But it's possible that somebody just fucked with a few bottles, not the whole batch. He's just trying to prove reasonable doubt of his intent. And that's reasonable doubt. It is, because it's possible. It's very possible. Unlikely, agreed, but possible. I'm so done with Devin and Ryan's saga at this point. It's disgusting. They need to just have a rematch. You, my man, correct. My man, low nose boxing. Okay, so Virgil Ortiz Zoo is canceled because Zoo head isn't healed enough. They didn't sign to fight, did they? I didn't know they signed to fight. Yo, can you believe it's Ryan's lawyer just came out and said 2 of the supplements came back positive? Okay, so here we go. Ryan's lawyer. Do you guys think that Ryan's lawyer holds any weight in proving something's an actual fact? No. That's first off. These results have to be cross-checked for starters. It's just like when hands are wrapped. Somebody from the other camp's team is in there watching the hands be wrapped. Somebody's presenting evidence. Somebody from the other man's team has to be in there and reviewing the evidence. Yeah, he's far from cleared. Regardless of the outcome, Ryan turned 140 into a 3-belt division. What do you mean? Mark, are you going to watch the AB fight? Yeah, absolutely. I think Cobbs is going to win, too. I think that Ryan didn't take supplements when he fought Tank. If he took supplements, they didn't work. I mean, we can easily say that Victor Conte has something to do. I don't know if we could. I don't know much about Victor Conte, so I don't know. I don't get into all that. I'm just going by what's possible. And it's not only is it possible, it's pretty possible. I don't want to say very likely, but it's pretty likely. You know what I'm saying? At this point, because of the way Ryan's been acting, I'd say 50-50. The thing is, at first I thought it was more likely Ryan did not do it on purpose. But then when I'm hearing how, it's more likely to show up when somebody's cutting weight and it stores in the fat, and then when you lose fat, and that happens at the very end before, it all lined up to maybe he did do it on purpose. But I don't know. I still think it was accidental, if I really had to guess, but I don't know for sure. What's good, LD? Rodriguez, my man, my mellow. Harmer, what up? It's me? Yeah, I'm aware it's you. Who would be a realistic opponent? Damn, you guys buried me here. All right, let me go down a little. If there's anything that I missed, just ask me again. The lawyer makes the statement. The lawyer makes the statement. Okay. So you're saying that it's an act. Okay, so maybe it's actual. Maybe the lawyer made a statement of something that they actually presented, but now it has to be reviewed. So, damn, that Bud fight just lost 100K pay-per-view buys at least. Why? Oh, was Zoo and Virgil Ortiz supposed to be on the undercard of the Bud fight? No. How do I not know that? They're going to red flag under a swarm list. I'm not clicking on any more videos regarding that topic. I'm starting to think it's Illuminati distraction. Oh, shit. You and my wife on that Illuminati shit. Okay, you could talk to her, because I don't fuck with that shit. Who you got, Zhang or Wilder? Which Wilder we got showing up, Walter? OG Wilder or this new calm version? Then I'll answer it. How much is pay-per-view? Fight Crawford? I don't know, man. Ryan will never be totally cleared. Of course he won't be totally cleared. He can't be. Nobody will ever know. Ryan and Devin is the biggest distraction since Diddy. Yeah, but shit. Ryan might, even if Ryan cheated, what Diddy did was way worse. Isn't it possible Devin is taking something as well, since Snacks creator used to cheat? I guess so. What I mean is Ryan turned Devin back to a WBC paper champion, just like, I don't know. Not really low, because Ryan could have won unfairly if those drugs actually benefited him. Jesus is our Lord and Savior. He is the only way. Amen. Amen, brother. All right, I'm going to go back down here because you guys are flying by. Yeah, Zoo and Ortiz was a real main event. Damn, that's whack. I didn't know they signed a fight. Both versions of Wilder, and do they go the distance? First version of Wilder knocks Zhang out. Second version of Wilder probably gets knocked out. Ford or Ball? How do you... I don't care, man. Ball's mad dirty. You only want to see Wilder fight, or do you want to see other fights on that? Really just Wilder. And the Bivol fight, I'm interested. Finally, a conspiracy channel. Get the fuck out of here. I ain't a conspiracy theorist. I'm just talking about, like, there's both sides. That's the thing that a lot of these other channels don't do, is that they're always one-sided. I'm going on both sides. Possible? It's not, oh, hell no, he didn't do it, or hell yeah, he did it. Yeah, he might have done it, but he also might have not. Both things are possible. Are you drinking a Coca-Cola like me? Nope. I am drinking seltzer. I don't drink sugar like that. What up, Chris Esparon? Smash that like. Listen to this dude. He's a smart dude. You know what, Chris? Chris, you deserve. Any reason why Bud fans want Canelo versus Bud, not David versus Canelo? Because it's more of an underdog story if Bud fights him, and Bud looked so amazing. Like, Bud looks like he could be that 1 in a billion fighter that we haven't seen since Sugar Ray Robinson. And people want to always, this is in boxing, man, it's true. Everybody wants to be in the presence of a 1 in a billion great. All of us want to be like, yo, like, how many times people are like, yo, this guy, look out for this guy. Like, everybody wants to be the one to see that next person, that next fighter that is just generational legend. And if Bud beats Canelo, we're in presence of that. And everybody wants to be in the presence of that. That's why. My opinion. Go Wilder doing a fight show. Nah, I can't, man. I'm actually going to be out with the family Saturday because it's early. Walter, what I think about that fight is... Oh, man, I don't have it.
Damn. Oh, here we go.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
That's what I think about that fight. Don't matter. Can get the division damage dropped 8 times. But if Canelo wins, they would hate Canelo for fighting. Yeah, they would. But everybody would be watching it to see if Canelo will lose. That's what the attraction will be. Not really if he's going to win. I think Errol will still get Bud before Canelo. I don't think Canelo's fighting him. From the studies I've read, you need to take at least 30 milligrams per day to have an effect for at least 6 to 8 weeks. Aspirin is highly detectable and wouldn't. You might be right. And if that's true, then obviously it pushes it way more likely that he didn't do it on purpose. But I've heard the other way around. Like I've heard people like, and I don't know enough about it. You know what I mean? Like I've heard people say, oh, it's very detectable and it does help you. And there's ways to microdose it. And, and that happens a lot. Only the last couple of days when you're dropping weight, that's when it shows up, which is consistent with why he didn't pop dirty till then. I've heard all kinds of stories and I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a pharmacologist. I don't know. I see some Joe Ozaki and Mark. I've heard that before, Kobe, and I don't mind it. That's racist though, because we're both that's racist. That's racist. I gotta get a sound effect that says that's racist. But no, I've heard that before. But I hit way harder than him. I'm gonna have some people on here one day that I sparred with back in the day to tell you guys. People think I'm just like, because I throw fast, that it's just like slappy or not hard, but I could fucking thump. I'll get some people on to tell you. Look at my video with Shannon Briggs. I didn't even hit him hard. And he was like, damn. Devin should keep the L. Nah, no, we shouldn't. Just get out of here. The guy had illegal shit in his system. Is there racism in boxing? Of course. There's racism in everything in life. Great card this weekend, Marco. We are living in the golden age that we aren't realizing. Possible, but I don't. You might be right. You might be right. Every time people always think the era before is the golden one until theirs is over, then they look back. Everything in life. How many times have you been doing something, and before that you're like the coolest memory you have of doing something similar was past, and then after you do it, you look back a few years later, and you're like, oh, if you go camping when you're a kid. Then you go camping as a teenager and you're like, oh shit. And now as an adult, you think about the teenager and that was a doper era in memory. You get what I'm saying? It always upgrades itself throughout life. Super Joe Ozaki at 35 KOs. Super Joe Ozaki at 35 KOs. I think you, my friend, are...
I smoke rocks. I smoke rocks. I smoke rocks. I smoke rocks. I smoke rocks.
I look like Jason Kidd.
Get the fuck out of here!
I look like I'm black. Well, I guess he's half black, but okay. Did you hear? I heard that Ryan. No, we're getting into that one. We already covered that part. Homeboy. GM is people like you that makes boxing crooked. What GM say? GM be trolling a little bit. He just called me Jason Kidd. So, you know what I think he's doing right now?
I smoke rocks. I smoke rocks. I smoke rocks.
That's what I think he's doing right now. Canelo fans are always talking about how their guy would beat all these dudes. So, yeah. I'm trolling Marco. I watched the Mavs game. I hope so. I don't look nothing like Jason Kidd. You know what people tell me I look like? Which they tell me I look like Murr from Impractical Jokers. Which I don't. That's racist too. Let me see something. That's racist. Sound effect. MP3. Let's see. Let's see if any of these are good. What's this one? Oh, that one sucks. Let's see this one. You can't even hear what that says. It's like screaming. Let's pick that one. I don't like that one. I don't know if you guys hear. Okay, I'll do that another time. Those suck. My bad. No problem. We need to see David versus Bud. Then David who?
Benavidez versus Bud. We need to see David Benavidez versus Bud. We need to see David Benavidez versus Bud. No, we don't. Ryan not guilty. Okay. Oh, what's up, Toya? It's you. You think that because you go with whatever Tank says, which is okay. Triple. You get a kick out of that when I do that, Jimmy? My Timberwolves are down. Your Timberwolves are down? Interesting because...
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Yeah, my Knicks are out. I don't give a shit about your Timberwolves. Observe and analyze. I'm saying Devin should keep his L like a man. I'm not saying they shouldn't give him a no contest. That's the same thing, GM. Of course he should take his L like a man. If you're being cheated, you're not... That doesn't make any sense. You're on something funky. Yep. He's a bit of a contrarian. We don't have the contrarian pugilist in here yet. He comes in. These guys will both be just saying all kinds of shit to stir the pot. Devin asking for his O back is different from them giving it to him. Okay. I kind of agree, but I kind of don't. If that was me, I would. But the difference is, here's the difference. If Devin would ask for his O back, but then demand a rematch, then I'd have more. Then it'd be like, okay. But I get what you're saying. Just asking for the O but saying I don't want a rematch. I kind of get it, but still, the O should go. I mean, the O should be returned. You said Haney should hold it. Yeah, I know. I know what he said. Observe. I know. It's a little goofy. What up, Adam? Interesting. The doctors ruled Zoo out of the Riyadh bout. Yeah, doctors believe it was okay to continue fund versus friend. That was good. Good one. Kalia, what up? What Tank got to do with this? Everything with you, Toya. We know you love yourself some Tank. Did you ever get that T-shirt from Kenny and Calvin, by the way, that I asked for you? What fight you looking forward? I'm kind of looking forward to this to Saturday, but now I won't be able to see it live at least. Tank vs. Frank, I'm looking forward to as well. Bro, why you can't just admit Devin not like that? Who, me? I'm admitting it. You're not talking to me, right? Kalia, what up? What up? Who the hell cares? No, it's the dude from I don't even watch the show. From the fuck's it called? The cartoon? Family Guy. You go with whatever the boxing voice say. Latoya, don't start fucking with me. You know I've supported you. You know I am my own person, and you know damn well that I'm balanced, I'm down the middle. You know that's not true. Especially after I've supported you. So don't say some shit like that. That's why your New York Knicks lost to Pacers. Word? That's where you're going with it? That's where you're going with it. You know what? I like the sound effect better when it's on repeat. I took off the repeat, but it doesn't sound as funny if it just does it once. What are your favorite fighters? Tank, Benavidez, Inoue. I liked Fury. I still do. Bud. I don't know. Those are the top ones. Devin got battered by a C-class fight. One trick pony, still the same amateurs. Damn. What I think about Devin versus Barroso. What you think or what I think? I don't think he'll fight Barroso. That's a dangerous. You do not fight Barroso. That's like talk about a all high risk, low reward. That's one right there. Canelo is 6'2", like Benavidez. Would Bud be calling him out? Probably not. No. He already showed that by fighting Charlo. He called out somebody smaller. Great fight Saturday, then great. Yep, true. That's also why I asked. I know you'll keep it fair. Word up. You know. Michael Buffer is good of boxing, but not ring announcing. Is the goat of boxing, but not ring announcing. I don't get that. Duke Dennis is your not your what? It's not your. Can you please name 5 NUA opponents? Can I? Nope. But that is not a support to you saying he's not one of the best fighters, because just because the division isn't live, which the lighter divisions historically have never been live. You guys, by the way, see the video I dropped today, Michael Carbajal, one of the, if not the best 108 pounder in history, knocking everybody out, which didn't happen and doesn't happen to light divisions, which is why I can't name Inoue opponents, because when you don't knock people out, people don't really care. But they know who he is because he's knocking the people out. Has Frank Martin fought anybody good? Don't think so. Enough drinking. Yeah, this dude is drinking, and he's
I
also
smoke rocks. I smoke rocks. I smoke rocks. I smoke rocks. I smoke rocks.
smoking some of that crystal. Marco, what are 3 winnable fights for Haney? After what we just saw, it's hard to, you know what I mean? Josh Taylor. I can Kawasuke, Neri, Albion, Fulton, Donaire. Yeah, I could have. You know what? I could have too. I could have did Fulton and Donaire, but not the other 2. Oh, Neri. Yeah, I could have done those 3. Good job, GM. Safe to say Wilder will retire. He's gun shy. Yeah. Yo, Armor. Why are you so contrarian? What's going on with you? Jeez. Why is Armor so contrarian? You guys need to.
So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife. So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife.
I made up 2 of those, did you? Yeah, it's funny. Need to see triple hook right hand to sleep Ness. No. I can sleep Ness with a jab with his big Jersey ass. I'm just kidding. Where am I? I have to defend Canelo. Go ahead, defend him all you want. Are you Mexican? Why you have to defend Canelo? He's a big boy. Defend him over what? What are you defending? Oh, they doesn't want to fight Benavidez? I mean, that's no defense. He doesn't want to do it. I'm not saying he's scared. I actually don't think he's scared. I think he's trying to choose a better career, business decision. But the fact is, he doesn't want to fight him. That's obviously true. There's nothing to defend. Why he doesn't want to fight him, that's a different story. Frank Martin seems like a no-mistake fighter. His IQ, we'll see. He can't prove me wrong because he can't name him either. True that. That's what's stopping the monster from being number 1. He has nobody in that division. Garcia's legal team announced that samples of the 2 supplements declared for Voluntary Anti-Doping Association VADA ahead of Garcia's bout against Haney. Oh. Why is that only coming out now when this has been a thing for like a month and a half? Almost 2 months now. 2 months. Why is this coming out just now, though? That makes it less likely that he did it on purpose. Again, he still could have had it ready and submitted it, because again, he submits whatever he wants. Ivana hump a lot. I thought AB fight was this week. Nah, it's not. What was the first boxer to ever get paid? That's a great question. I can't answer that. They were getting paid almost since the beginning of time. I don't know. Maybe they had to go through the process. Maybe. If AB shows flashes of him as his old self, do you have him or Devin or AB? I don't know. Probably Devin still. Would you consider Frank Martin a weight bully? He has like 20 fights and only his last 5 were at 35. What, the others were at 40? I don't consider anybody a weight bully. I don't think that's a thing. If you make the weight, you make the weight. Just because you could drop weight easier doesn't mean anything, because guess what? When you drop weight, you're drained. There's negative side to dropping weight. Even if you rehydrate, that's fluctuating, that fucks you up. But no, I guess some people can be weight bullies. I thought De La Hoya at 135 was unfair. He was so much bigger than these dudes. He'd come in at like 155, and back then dudes would only rehydrate to like, that's what it was. Back then, not everybody was doing it that drastic. Back then, people would rehydrate 5-10 pounds tops. De La Hoya had 20, easy, every fight. Damn. He fought 40 and 47? Oh, shit. Is there a rehydration clause for this fight with Tank? I think the monster should move up to featherweight. Dwayne, he's already 30 years old, and he just went to 22, and he's 30. I don't think he can go up too much higher. Like, I know it's only 4 pounds, but it matters when he's already gone up a bunch. Really, he's probably 10 pounds over what he should fight at to begin with. So that'd be a 15-pound jump. Well, that matters. He's not a weight bully because all the muscle is at its disadvantage. That's not true. No rehydration? Okay. So, but he made Ryan rehydrate. No, I didn't know that. Makes sense, because he's really Canelo's truly a 160 pounder, I'd say. Right now, I don't think he's at 68. I think that's too high. But he's so talented, and he hits so hard, and he can perform successfully at 68. And at 75, we saw, at least for one fight. Damn. Why'd everybody drop off? Out of nowhere, went from 30 to 16. Interesting. Everybody bounced on me. He has not made anyone do rehydration clause at 35 to date. Ryan. Or they fight at 30? I'm confused. Devin's a natural 54 pounder. Possibly. Yeah, 30 pounds is crazy. If that's true, that's a lot of weight. Devin posted a picture at 195 pounds. I don't believe that. Armor, show me. Show me. I don't believe that at all. That's no way. No way. No way. He doesn't go up 60 pounds between fights. There's no way. And there's nobody in the featherweight division that I know. Greatest featherweight of all time? That's a tough one. Zuma Nelson, maybe. Who am I missing? Princeton seems up there, although his career was too short. It was 2 years. Show me. You could talk. A lot of gum flapping, but not enough of showing. So show me, punk. Devin's a natural 165 pounder. That's possible too. 1985 best boxers. Marvin Hagler, Mike Tyson, Marvin Hagler, Mike Tyson. I can't think of Camacho, Chavez. Do you know Benavidez used to weigh 250? Yeah, he was a big boy. I know. I didn't know he weighed that much, but I knew he was heavier. Ryan was at 136, remember? Why can't I get myself to watch old school fighters? Because you are a contrarian punk. No? Nothing? All right. What do you make of Malinage's analogy, that Haney is Paulie with money behind him? Paulie said that Haney is a version of himself with money behind him? I don't get what that means. That he can't hit hard and he boxes? I don't. He said that? Michael Spinks. Yes. Spinks. Nah, 85 was Tyson. Holmes, I don't think, was champion anymore. I'm pretty sure. That was the era right before Tyson took it. So it was like Pinklin Thomas, Tony Tucker, those guys were champions. Spinks wasn't. I mean, excuse me, Holmes wasn't. I don't think. Could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure Holmes was not champion then already. You retired already. And if he wasn't retired, he came back older. Because he fought Tyson in 86 and he was old. Yeah, he said that before. Meaning, I mean, that's weird. Is he trying to diss him by calling him himself? That's not really a diss. Or he's dissing himself. Ryan just posted that his team announced he's negative. Yeah, I know he posted that. No Neal. We went over all this for a lot of the show, and there's a lot of issues with that. It's by far is it a fact or considered an ironclad detail fact just because he posted it on his Twitter or whatever he did. Why does it matter if David makes weight? Just like Marco said. What'd I say? Holmes was 38 when he fought Tyson. So what are you trying to say? It didn't matter? Is that what you're trying to say, Martin? The Martin? Paulie's a realist. He knows he's mid. So he's kind of playing him. So he's insulting himself and Deb at the same time. Okay. Why Mike Tyson never fought James Toney or Riddick Bowe? James Toney was nowhere near his weight class when Tyson was active. Well, near the end, I guess he was a little, but there was no call for that fight. James Toney was, and Riddick Bowe, because Riddick Bowe, Tyson went to prison. And then when Tyson got out of prison, Riddick Bowe pretty much stopped fighting. That's why. Did you see Tank's post about Floyd? Remind me. The fight between Wilder and Zhang is going to be a firecracker. Submarine, it also might be a snooze fest. It might be like taking a shot of NyQuil. Why would Canelo or David fight at 160? Is Bud the A side? Yeah, of course. I agree with that. Nobody's going to come down to fight Bud. 2 supplements that Ryan submitted tested positive for Ostrin. I'm late. Yes. Again, though, do we have more details? Who tested them? It was the anti-doping? The VADA tested them? Okay, well, if that's true, then he's going to get a very light suspension. Maybe not even a suspension. But the win will be overturned. For sure. He said Floyd steals money from his fighters. Yeah, I've heard that. He might. Floyd seems like he goes through money way too recklessly. I'm never betting on basketball again. This shit's rigged. Okay. Marco, give us some picks this weekend. Ask me, and I shall give. Be specific. Balrog. You guys caught that? Street Fighter? I don't know if any of you guys will play Street Fighter, but yeah, give me specifics. Zhang versus Wilder. I'm gonna have to assume that Wilder is gonna come out throwing like he says, and I'm gonna have to pick Wilder. But that could easily go the other way. Because Zhang hits him. And Zhang's a big dude, but Zhang doesn't lean on you, wear you out like Fury does. So Zhang doesn't really use his size like that. He stays on the outside, keeps his range, boxes, but he got that straight left, which is kryptonite for us conventional fighters. I'm going for Ford, but I don't know. I'll go with Ford. I don't think Nick Ball has the power. I think Ford could be slicker, outbox him. If Nick Ball had more power, I'd go for Nick Ball. Nick Ball reminds me a lot of Hatton. Hatton was a great fighter, one of the best pressure fighters ever, but his power wasn't enough. When you're constantly in somebody's face, forehead to forehead, toe to toe, in the phone booth, constantly coming forward, you have to have a lot of power. Because if you don't, you're there to get cracked. You know, and dudes will have no problem Not worrying about you. Come in. Hey, he's coming in. It doesn't hurt. Whatever. Let me look for an opening and hit him. That's what I think. Marco, what's your opinion on Wilder's training with a broom? I didn't see it. I heard he looked awful, though. Did he? Somebody told me that his open workout looked awful. I'd like to see it. Talk about some fights making people go to sleep. Sure, yeah, true. Do you know that hype job from Tank, Top Rank, the curly head heavyweight? You talking about Richard Torres with the mustache? It's not a hype job. He's a fucking silver medalist in the Olympics. If that's what you're talking about. Good kid, too. I've interviewed him. Damn, I hope Wilder does win. That will make it interesting. Yeah, man, then Wilder and AJ will be dope. If Wilder sleeps Zhang, him and AJ just picked up tons of steam again. But look what we're doing here, fellas. And one lady, maybe. We're talking about a crop of heavyweights that are within 1 to 3 years of all aging out. They're all going to be almost 40 in 3 years. I mean, all of them. Every single one of them except Jared Anderson. And then what? There's the Embiid, not Embiid, what's his name? Ajagba, F.A. Ajagba. There's him. But there's nobody. Fury versus Wilder 4. I hope not. I hope not. We need to see Fury and Usyk too. We'll make someone like Wilder not switch trainers or add someone new to his camp. He doesn't find anything wrong with what he's doing. That's what. He's also the same guy who fired Mark Breland, claiming that he shouldn't have stopped the fight, and he drugged him after Fury whooped his ass. So, that's the way he looks at things. Wait, AJ? No, not AJ. AJ's 34. So AJ is the one that won't age out. You're right. He's the one. But even him, let's see. I think he's 34 or 35. Anthony Joshua is 34. October. So he's about to be 35. Well, not about. What am I talking about? So he's 34. So it'll be 37. So in 3 years, he could still. Okay, so AJ, I apologize. It'll just be AJ and Jared Anderson left. That's it. Yeah, Torres. Edward Torres. You related? No, because you have an S. He has a Z. Who's the next heavyweight generation? Jared Anderson. Who else? Oh, you know who? That dude who knocked out Madrimov and the dude who just beat the shit out of Frank Sanchez. Him. Matter of fact, I'm going to look him up. That dude, I think he's undefeated. He's German, too. Poor Frank Sanchez. There he is. Agit Kabayel. Agit Kabayel, 31. So he has a good at least 7 years left. 7 to 8 years left. Is that crazy? Just so you guys know, in the 80s and 90s, 30, 31 is retirement age. Rocky Marciano retired at 32. You know what I'm saying? Michael Carbajal retired at 32. But now it's different. But anyway, this guy's German. But he just fucked up Makhmudov, Arslanbek Makhmudov, who's undefeated, knocked his ass out. Knocked out Frank Sanchez, who was undefeated. Right before that, he knocked out another dude, Agron. Has to be Albanian. Croatian. That guy, Agit Kabayel. He is somebody to look after. You guys heard me? Agit Kabayel. You know what I'm saying? If Agit Kabayel comes
So
around.
y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife. So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife. So
That's what you do if Agayel Kabayel comes around. He's a dude from Germany. White dude from Germany. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. When I mentioned Rocky Marciano.
Every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out their ass. Every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out their ass.
But, you got to talk about him. That's when he retired. What do you want me to do? Marco, what top 10 heavyweights can be? I don't know. Dubois, probably. And I'm not even sure about that. I like Richard Torres. Yeah, he got the same last name as you. Wilder can have his own conspiracy theories. Yeah, he sure does. Frank Sanchez lost. Steroid team? Ajit, whatever his name is, Caballel. Caballel's on steroids now. Ajit did great against Frank. Yep, he's dope. As long as you don't talk Eminem when you talk rap music. I'm not a huge Eminem fan. I admit, and I take my hat off to Eminem being one of the dopest lyricists ever. I just don't like it. I like music I could kind of dance to more. His shit is I'm just not, and I don't like his voice. Come on, I gotta come here. I mean, yeah. It's like very like I don't know. I'm not a fan, but I do recognize how great he is. Big Baby Anderson overrated. He doesn't love boxing. Uh, uh, that is absolutely true. Absolutely true. You hit it right on the money. Would it be a great fight, Marco Cremomo versus Emiliano Vargas? Interesting, maybe. Oh, I'll be right back, guys. That might be a good fight. Oh, my bad. That might be a good fight. Emiliano could fight. Those Vargas boys could fight. I remember his pops fighting back in the day. Does Frank Sanchez work with Eddie Reynoso? I don't know. They both fight at 35. He only started boxing because he couldn't make it in the NFL. Who? Big Baby? Word? Is that a fact? Let me see. How many likes do we have? I haven't checked. I'm assuming you guys are doing me good. Wow. That sounded bad. 20. Hmm. Okay, well, 20 ain't bad. It should be more. Yeah, man. I don't know, but that Abayel guy, I'm excited to see him fight more. Dude was no joke with Marco Polo. Why'd you say Marco Polo? Whose voice do you find more annoying, Eminem or Kendrick? Eminem. Although I don't listen to Kendrick, really. So I couldn't even like if you played Kendrick, I wouldn't even know it's him. So I guess I shouldn't. I don't know. Would be the answer. Yeah, you know what? Too. You guys know who David Flat Sparks is? David Flat Sparks. He's a former. He's a pro fighter, former pro. I mean, he hasn't fought in a while, but he's been in camp with David Benavidez, and now he's in camp with Jake Paul as we speak. I went live with him today. He's in Puerto Rico, and he's sparring Jake Paul, preparing him for Mike Tyson. He's from Brooklyn too. It's fucked up. Preparing his fellow Brooklyn man. Preparing somebody to be able to beat his fellow Brooklyn man. Big Baby has all the physicals to be a champ. He does, but it takes as well, not just the physicals. You know what I'm saying? It takes more than just hold on, I get a drink. Yeah, it takes more than just the physicals. You gotta have the mentals too. You don't have the mentals, then it's boxing is 80-90% mental. Easily. People don't realize that. Boxing is easily 80-90% mental. He played football before he started boxing. Okay. He's a big dude. Why is Tank fighting Frank? He says he's not even on his level. Great question. Great question. Portal agreed. Rocky is great. Marco, I heard Tyson fell ill. Yeah, I think he had a flare up, an ulcer flare up, but he's fine. Wouldn't it be better fight? Wouldn't it be better fight or more competitive with Shakur versus Tank? I don't know. I support Big Baby Miller
watching your videos. Huh? You support Big Baby Miller watching my videos? I don't get it. Maybe he doesn't like Iron Mike apart from being as the same hometown as him. Maybe. Maybe. Let's see. How many likes we at? Only 22. I guess nobody new's coming in here. It's a slow live tonight. What's going on? What's today? Thursday? Slow Thursday. Floyd Mayweather is the GOAT of boxing. There's an argument for that, for sure. Because there's nobody else who wants to fight Tank. Armor plates. From what I know, Shakur's stock fell, so we can't get fights. Shakur versus Loma would be better, really. Okay. That's true. Armor plate. Shakur would be better, really. That's true. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Those guys aren't. None of them are fighting each other anyway. So. If you knew how Tank rolls, he needs a good name. He does. He does. Or he will stick to just fighting Hispanics. I'm just getting in, Marco. What's good? What's up? What's up? What's up? Marco, when did most sanctioning bodies get rid of same-day weigh-ins? Fucked if I know. No idea. If you have to keep bragging that you're the greatest, you're not the greatest. Okay. Good point. Hey, Marco in chat. What's up, D. White? Or Dwight? Is your name Dwight? Like, is that your Dwight? That's your first name? Or are you just doing a tricky thing with spelling here? Did you guys see my the video I dropped of either Ike Ibiabuchi or Michael Carbajal? Or Terry Norris? Those are the three I did this week. Yes or no? Please tell me, and tell me if you like them. Which one you like the best? The one that's getting the most views by far is Ibiabuchi. Why, I think? Heavyweight. It's more like better footage, clearer footage of him, and a heavyweight. He was a monster too, that guy. Just visually, optically, he's just a better video, I guess. But you know, like Michael Carbajal had way better careers. He only has those fights. Okay. Mike Tyson trainer. What? Who's your top 5 trainers of all time? You know what Mike Tyson's trainer was? My former trainer. Do you know that Make Food? Kevin Rooney trained me. Lived in his house in the whole 9 yards in Catskill, New York. Terry Norris, I got to see. You didn't see it? Peep it. I'm going to have Terry Norris on the show again. I reached out, which reminds me, I want to send that video to Ibiabuchi. Matter of fact, I'm going to do it with you guys right now. So I don't forget. Because I keep forgetting to do it. Where is it? Here it is. Most intimidating body. 203,000 views. 203K. Pretty good, right? Here we go. Ibiabuchi. All right. Hold on. Okay. Let me know when the power is back. Also, I just posted a video about you and your career. Take a look and let me know. Take a look. Hopefully you like it. All right, hold on. I'm just sending this to Ibiabuchi right now. I just posted it for your career. The link is below. Boom. Okay, sorry guys. I just wanted to hit up Ibiabuchi.
I kept meaning to send him that video. I didn't. You're 46 right now. 46 what? Who's 46? You mean my age? Or how many people are viewing? Because I definitely don't have 46 people viewing. I'm at 20. Who do you think is the best promoter? I don't know, man. Eddie Hearn. Maybe Bob Arum. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really. How do we really know? What makes somebody be a great promoter? Like, what entails that accolade? Taking Cuz and Kevin, Cuss, you meant, and Kevin Rooney out in the past and present. Who are your two favorite East and West Coast? I don't know coasts, but Manuel Stewart, for sure. Manuel Stewart for sure. Eddie Futch was pretty good. I don't really know any others. I'm happy you didn't say Don King. I hate that guy. Make a video about Tony Tucker. Make a video about Tony Tucker.
Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here!
Make a video about Tony Tucker. Why the hell would I do that? I'm happy you didn't say Don. Oh, you already said that. Malik Scott, pound for pound trainer. Are you trolling or are you serious? I like Malik. He's a cool dude, but I can't tell if you're joking or not. I mean, he's a good trainer. You know? I'm surprised Roy wasn't a better trainer. I think there was so much scrutiny, though. And Roy was like teaching dudes to fight like he fought. Like when Chris Eubanks Jr., right? Yeah, when he was like doing his like Roy Jones impression, no. No. He just couldn't. This is hilarious right here. That is the funniest reaction. Funniest reaction I've ever seen. The most appropriate reaction I have ever seen. And that's exactly why I don't make a video of Tony Tucker. Tony Tucker was a heavyweight that fought in the 80s that ended up somehow getting a world championship, a WBC or be one of those, and Tyson beat him to unify the belts. Tall guy, decent fighter, but completely not noteworthy. Crowman ever having a boxing match or fight? I don't know. Maybe the Fan Man flying into the ring. That was pretty wild. Or Tyson biting the ear off. Those two. Joe Goosen, best dressed trainer. Okay. Oh, I was about to say, why are you looking at Heather? And then I realized it's Clarissa. So that makes more sense that you're saying that. Marco, do you think Don King would have made those all-time great fight cards in the 80s, 90s without cheating the fighters? I don't know. What up, DeWitt? I don't know if he cheated the fighters or not. It seems like he did because everybody says that, but, you know, we don't know. Shit. We'll find out now. I wonder if he'll try and cheat Cobbs or Broner. The fact that Don King is still... I know, he's in 92. Wild, right? 92. And still going. The dude promoted in the 60s. Didn't he have a Jerry curl? I remember him now. He did. He did have a... When Tyson beat him, he had a Jerry curl. Word life. All right. I'm going to wrap this up soon. You guys got any other topics you guys want to discuss? Are we still at 23 likes? Yeah, it's one of those nights. Okay. Don King is going to be in heaven setting up fights. Yeah, word up. All right. I'm going to wrap this up. It's late, tired. It's good talking to you guys. Hit the like button if you didn't already, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.